Hello. How to deal with loss of self-esteem after divorce. Now, clearly self-esteem as a topic is a huge one, and we can't cover everything in this video. But what we're going to do is focus on how it might impact if you're going through a divorce or relationship breakup. It's highly likely that self-esteem or feelings of not good enough were underlying the person before entering the relationship or entering into marriage. It's also perfectly possible for self-worth and self-esteem to be undermined whilst in a marriage, particularly if that marriage was a difficult one or an unhappy one, because any relationship that's difficult is going to cause us to feel bad about ourselves, or feel a failure, or feel angry and blame others and then feel bad about that. All those emotions get highlighted when life is difficult, particularly in an unhappy or difficult relationship. Also, being in a relationship can mask those feelings of self-esteem, because there can be feelings that if I'm in a relationship and I'm with this person, then I'm safe, I'm secure, and everything's all's well with the world. And then when the relationship breaks up, the whole world falls apart. So in essence, divorce can highlight those feelings of failure, rejection, lack of self-worth, lack of self-esteem, feeling bad, feeling low. All of that can come bubbling up to the surface because it is a major life change that's happening. Many people come out of a relationship or a divorce with their self-esteem in tatters. And it's important at that point to know that you're not alone. This is a very common response. And the most important thing, once you recognize that, is to know that people have been through that situation, come out the other side, and very often say that their life is better than it was before, particularly if they've done the work to rebuild themselves and to look at things with new eyes. So no matter how bad you're feeling, it's really important to know that you can change it. And the way to do that is, first of all, you need to have a desire to change it. You need to feel that this is not working. Whatever is not working is showing us something that we need to look at. And if you're feeling low and bad after a divorce, then not only is the relationship a breakup happened, but also those feelings of being in that low place is not working either. So something has to change. And when you get to that point of something has to change, that's when the action can be taken. The second thing to be aware is you don't have to do everything all at once. Accept yourself where you are, but know that you can take baby steps. Consistent baby steps are what are going to really make that change. It's not going to change overnight, because you need to understand what's happened and why in order to move on, so that those patterns don't repeat themselves. It can be really helpful if you're not sure about those patterns that are repeating, or you've seen repeating before, or are worried about repeating them, to get some healthy support. Professional support is great. Joining groups and forums of people working through the same things that can keep you accountable and reflect back and inspire as well, of course. It does mean making time and space for you, and that's very often what is a difficult thing for a lot of people to do, particularly women very often, is that we've sometimes been told, or a lot of the times we've been told, that it's important to give to others and we take responsibility for others. And we need to get that back into a healthy balance, and that's where some help and reflection can be helpful. Really important to know how important you are. You're the most important person in your world. You deserve respect, and when you respect yourself, others will respect you as well. The sort of things to take baby steps, areas to look at for those baby steps to start, is on the physical level, eating well, having a good sleep pattern, getting some exercise, fresh air every day, building in some relaxation, some time for you, some time for fun, joy, laughter. All of those things are important. Emotionally, it can be helpful to take those steps to help clear any old patterns and see, maybe get some understandings of why things have been the way they are. And also do things for yourself that you love. This might mean taking up hobbies that you haven't had time for before but wanted to do, or it might be creating a whole new career pattern for yourself, maybe getting a qualification, something you'd really like to do, but haven't had the time or the inclination or whatever it might be to actually take those steps before. You might want to be more creative and explore that inner part of yourself. All sorts of things that you can do to lift your mood and move into taking that time for yourself and building that respect for yourself. Because whilst it can be devastating, divorce and relationship breakup is also a superb opportunity to rebuild yourself. It wakes you up in a way that perhaps no other life change might do, and gives you the opportunity to build that self-esteem and build those patterns, build those changes that are going to serve you, not just to get through the divorce and the relationship breakup, but they're going to serve you for the rest of your life. And they are also going to have impact on all of those around you that you love and care about and meet. So look at what's not working, make those changes, discover what does work, and take those baby steps over time. And then you'll see your own self-esteem develop over time. A few tips and ideas about how to deal with the loss of self-esteem after divorce or a relationship breakup.